everybody, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Raylan. If you are new here, then welcome. My husband's name is Micah. Today is just going to be just a day in my life, just a vlog. I might answer or ask my Instagram to ask me some questions and then answer them later on in the vlog. It is later on. It's like 4:15 or something in the afternoon. And it was like 9 o'clock when I was on the way to the church today. My modesty video was like this too, where I was sitting in the car and having a little conversation with you guys. So maybe that's gonna have to become a thing. I don't know. I kind of like it, you know? It's different, but it's still a sit down conversation. So you guys asked me a few questions on Instagram, and so I am going to answer those in this segment of the video. And maybe the last segment of the video, who knows? Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna vlog the rest of my day and then I just don't. But I'm really living life on the edge right now because look at this. 11 miles till empty. One of the questions I got was asking how Micah and I did trips together before we were married, and like how we slept, like what was the accountability, just asking wisdom on that. And we didn't do any like trips just us together. We were long distance, so I would go see him, he would come see me. And when we did that, then we stayed in the same house, but we stayed in way separate bedrooms, like across the house from each other. And we didn't like stay up late at night, just us. Like, we didn't put ourselves in those situations. Didn't like take vacations together, just him and I, before we were married. Our first vacation together was our honeymoon. Another question was, what is it like working with your parents / under your parents? If you don't know, I am the worship director at our Virginia Beach campus. At Bridge Church. It's my parents' church here in Virginia Beach. And so technically my parents are my bosses, and because my parents are that's my gas letting me know that I'm on 10 miles to empty. So technically my parents are my bosses, if that's the way you want to put it. My mom is technically my direct boss because she's the executive worship pastor, and I am one of 3 of the worship directors. We have a worship director for each of our church campuses. And so it's honestly it's good. You know, sometimes you have to work through like family boundaries and, you know, recognizing the difference of when it's time to be in work mode and when it's time to be in family mode, you know, and so sometimes distinguishing those boundaries get a little foggy. But other than that, I have a great relationship with both of them, and it's smooth sailing, and we've just kind of figured things out as we go. Another question I got was, what does Micah do for work? So Micah is an HVAC tech, or an HVAC technician, however you want to put it. He does heating and air conditioning. He works at CBN, the Christian Broadcasting Network at Regent University. And now we get to the question that, it's not like I'm dreading this question. It's just sometimes it's not weird to talk about. I just don't like showing pictures of myself in the previous life. Like, I don't even technically like showing Micah these pictures. Like, literally ask Micah and he's probably seen minimal pictures of me during this season of my life. I've changed much since then, and so there's nothing to be ashamed of. And you know, we're all on our own journeys, but sometimes it's just awkward. I have a weight loss journey, and the only reason I'm addressing it is because someone asked me a question. It was an anonymous question, so I don't know who it was, but it had to have been someone who knew me in my previous life. But the question was basically, did you do anything specific or something like that to lose all of the weight? I used to be overweight. I grew up super active, being in sports, and then I went through like a baby fat stage from like 10 to 13, to where it was just like baby fat. Like everybody I feel like goes through that. And then I started playing basketball in middle school. So I played basketball 6th grade through 8th grade and was like super fit, super in shape. Maybe I'll put some pictures from like each of these seasons of my life. So I started playing basketball in middle school and my freshman year, super fit, super in shape, super healthy. I wasn't really like focused on my eating, but I wasn't eating a lot, you know? I was just working out a lot. Like if anybody plays basketball, then you know like how much you have to work out. Like it's constant running, constant lifting weights. And so I was just in shape, you know? And so then after my freshman year, I stopped going to public school and I started doing online school. And I gained like some weight just because you might be able to relate. Like if you played sports in high school, middle school, whatever the case may be, then when you stop, you just suddenly just gain weight, even if your eating stays the same, only because you're not being as active, you know? And so when I stopped playing basketball, I didn't keep on working out, which was the problem. And I probably gained like 15 to 20 pounds before I left for school. Like it wasn't anything crazy. But I was definitely not in shape anymore, and I had definitely gained weight from when I was playing basketball. And so then I went away to school, Hamilton, Alabama, first season of my life away from home. You know, they say the freshman 15. This was like the freshman. I really don't know how much weight I gained. I probably had already gained like 20 pounds. And then my first year away at school, I probably gained close to 30 pounds. And I'm tall, like I'm 5'9" almost. And so I don't really carry the weight well, but I was definitely very unhealthy. I did not care what I was putting into my body. I was eating fast food every single day, and not like Chick-fil-A fast food. I'm talking about like disgusting fast food. Okay, but this was like Jack's. You probably don't even know what that is. McDonald's. I don't like Taco Bell, so I really didn't eat Taco Bell, but I was just eating not good things. I was not filling my body with the things that it needed, and I was eating really bad. I was eating like sugar all the time, just not good things for my body. And looking back on that season of my life, I'm like, Raylan, what were you thinking? Because it's just not good for you. Like you can't live like that, you know? And so I gained probably total, like that first year of school, I would say probably 30 pounds. And so from the end of my basketball career, like my first year of school, I probably gained a solid 50 pounds, if not more. I wasn't like weighing myself, but just like knowing what I weigh now with how I look now, I would probably say 50 to 60 pounds is what I gained. And so then I moved home during the summer between my first year and my second year of school. And I was like, I need to change, you know, like I used to be like so in shape. I used to run all the time, you know, and I was like, I kind of need a change. And then I decided to go back to school, and something in me like wanted to start losing weight, but just being in the environment that I lived in. When I went back to school for my second year, I lived in a super small town. Even their Walmart, it doesn't really have healthy options like you think like normal Walmarts do. Even the Walmart like sold different things, and it's just kind of hard to live a super healthy lifestyle there. And so I wasn't eating as much. So the first thing that I did in the weight loss journey was portion control, which honestly changed a lot of things. So going into my second year, I got a gym membership. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And then I got super busy with school, because I mean, at the ramp, it is like non-stop, like all the time, you know? And I got super busy, and I had way better portion control. Like I wasn't like indulging on food all of the time. And so that like helped me a lot. And I think like my second year of the ramp, I ended up losing probably like 10 pounds, like nothing crazy. I wasn't gaining weight, but I wasn't losing weight drastically. You know, I was eating better as far as like my portions, but I was still eating the same foods that weren't good for me. I just wasn't eating as much of them, you know. And I would work out maybe once to twice a week, and that's pushing it. On a good week, it was like one solid workout a week. And some weeks would be two, just depending, you know. And I would have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go, because it would be the only time I could go, you know. And so that was COVID year. So I thought we would be at school through May, but we ended up having to come home in March because of COVID. Like, the world shut down. So we were out of school in March. And so I remember getting home in that, like, in the quarantine, not knowing what the world was doing, you know. And I'm like, I remember just having this moment where I was like, I am very unhealthy right now. Like, I just spent 2 years of my life eating foods that were not good for my body, never eating vegetables, never eating fruit, you know, never eating the things that are good nutrients for your body. And I was like, I need to be healthy. Not because I need to look better, but because I need to be healthy in my body. I want to live a long life. I want to have children, and I want to be able to live to see them grow and old. And I want to be able to live to see my grandkids. And I just, like, you know, just had a moment of like revelation where, like, I started feeling like I needed to become my best self, not for my sake, but because of what the Lord wanted me to become. I started feeling like he was preparing me to be a wife. And, you know, I didn't want to be overweight on my wedding day. Like, that was just something that was in my head. I'm like, I have got to get in shape. And I just had this moment where I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm not eating this junk anymore. And so there was a season of my life. So in March, this would be of 2020, because it was COVID. That's how I remember it. So March of 2020 until August of 2020. So we were strictly quarantined for like 2 months, where we really weren't doing anything at all. And so you're already stuck inside. And so I wanted to get outside anyway, but I would run 2 to 4 miles every single day. And I couldn't go to the gym. Like, gyms are closed. And so the only thing I had were my at-home weights and outside to run. And so from March to August, I literally got outside every day. I started to see weight come off, but I was like still just like kind of stuck, you know? And I had a revelation moment of my water intake. Guys, this is going to change everything for you. Drinking water is an essential part of losing weight. And I saw this in a real way. So I wake up one morning, I'm like, I feel like I'm doing all of the right things. I'm now incorporating vegetables into my diet. I'm eating like super small amounts at a time. Like, I'm eating when I'm hungry, but I'm not eating a lot. I'm just eating until I know I'm satisfied. So I'm like, Lord, like, give me wisdom on what I need to do. And he was like, drink water. And so from that day, literally like today, I drink 33 ounces of water right when I wake up. I drink another 33 ounces at 12 p.m. I drink another 33 ounces at 3 p.m. And then I drink another 33 ounces at 7 p.m. And so that equals like 135 ounces or so, which is more than a gallon. And revolutionized my weight loss journey, literally. You can ask anybody I know, like, they will say that I constantly am drinking water and I constantly have to pee because of it. But we like joke about when I get pregnant, like how much I'm gonna have to pee because I constantly have to pee already. Like, don't go on a road trip with me. Unless you're also someone who has to pee all the time. I like started dropping weight, like, fast. And from March to August, all I am doing is lowering my portions. And I'm a firm believer in not cutting out any food group. I believe that you can enjoy every single food group in proportion. And everything is about how much you are eating. It's not necessarily, obviously, you're not going to eat sugar every day. You're not going to eat tons of bread every day. But you don't have to completely cut out any food group. That's just a personal thing. You might, for your body, you might need to do that. I did not have to. I still ate sugar. I did not want to deprive myself from anything because I knew that one day I would just get a massive craving and then I would like engorge myself in food, you know? And I didn't want to do that. And so if I wanted a scoop of ice cream, I just get a scoop and I just have like a bite or two just to satisfy that craving. I don't deprive myself, you know? And so anyway, I lowered my portions completely. I'm only eating when I'm hungry, drinking over a gallon of water a day, and running 2 to 4 miles a day. And then doing light weights, like 5-pound weights, like just reps. I would do planks for my ab workouts, and then I would do just literally arm weights. And I was just really starting to see changes in my health. I had more energy. I was excited. You know, I woke up like feeling good. In August, I moved to Texas in August, and I was down, probably gained 55 pounds total, and I was down probably 30. I had probably lost 30 pounds from March to August. And felt great. Literally never felt better, or felt better than I had in a very long time. But I still had a ways to go. I still had about another 25 pounds that I wanted to lose, and I really wanted to tone up. So I moved to Texas in August, and right when I got there, I got a Planet Fitness membership. I was already on this like health grind thing, and I just started going to the gym every day, started doing more like machines for muscle building, just really was on the grind. And my body transformed literally over a matter of months. I think I hit my goal by the time Micah and I started talking, I had hit my goal. And we started talking in April, but I think I hit my goal like mid-March. And so it was a whole year. So 1 year's length, I had hit my like goal that I was really aiming for. I had lost all of the weight I had gained, and I had toned, and just happened, you know? And I had to be diligent. It took lots of motivation, but once you start seeing results, the results start motivating you, and you're like, wait, I can actually do this. Initially, it takes a little bit to get to that point, because in the beginning, it feels like you're not seeing any results. You're just doing without seeing anything. But you kind of hit this point where you start noticing things, you start noticing the way you feel, you start noticing your body changing, and you're like, whoa, like maybe I can do this, you know? And so, yeah, by the time like 1 year rolled around, then I was like, wow, like I hit my goal. And it was a year of grinding and going for it, but I had hit my goal. And Micah came into my life, and I got married a year and a half after hitting my goal. The Lord just took me on a journey, and I had to come to the place where I wanted to get healthy. I had to come to the place where I was sick of feeling the way that I felt, sick of putting the food into my body that I was putting into my body. And I was like, I'm done with it. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grind. I don't care. I'm going to do it. And so here I am today with a very balanced diet. I eat the foods that I want to eat in moderation. That's the word I was looking for earlier. So you just have to do it all in moderation and balance. Like, don't deprive yourself, because one day you're going to explode and you're going to cheat and you're going to eat all of it anyway. So don't deprive yourself. Like, eat the things. If you're craving ice cream, just have one bite. If you're craving a piece of candy, just have one bite. Don't eat so much to where it affects your body, you know? Eat more veggies, eat more fruit, drink tons of water, limit carbs. Still eat carbs, especially if you're working out. You still need carbs in your diet, and you need tons of protein, fruits, veggies. I really started eating foods that were alive. Like, I got away from tons of processed foods, tons of like chips. Like, you can't eat chips all the time. You can't eat cookies all the time, crackers. All of those things are good in moderation, and I'll still snack on them like in moderation. But the majority of the foods that go into your body need to be foods that are alive. Greens, veggies, fruits, meats, eggs, you know, all of the things that are beneficial to your body. Please don't screenshot the pictures that were inserted into this video. But no, I'm proud of the journey. I'm proud of where I've come and how far I've come and what I've learned from it. And I'm glad that I know that health is priority and you have to be healthy. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A portion. I hope you enjoyed my weight loss journey. And if this is the last time I see you in this video, I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I pray that you have an amazing week. You can go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment down below future videos that you would like to see. And you can go ahead and turn on our post notifications as well. We love you guys. We are so grateful for the community that we are building here, and so glad that we get to share our life with you guys. It's been super cool. If I don't see you again in this video, I love you. Bye. I'll see you on Monday.